The darkest moment is where the hero believes all hope is lost. After the disaster, our hero must rediscover everything they have ever known. It's the part of the story where our hero has never been more uncertain of what to do next. But how do you write this sad and terrible moment? Welcome to Writing Quest. Hello everyone, welcome to Writing Quest. My name is Brendan Pugh, and in today's episode we are discussing the darkest moment. It's the part that comes right after the disaster, where everything has gone wrong, and now our hero must decide what they will do and who they will become. Before we get to that, thank you so much for checking out the book on Wattpad. Please do that and stick around to the end of the video for a little update on how that's going. Here we go. So the darkest moment is the part of the story where our hero is basically at their lowest point. It's the lowest point emotionally for them, and they have no idea what to do. They're rethinking their entire life and every choice I've ever made, and it's very sad. It's the saddest part of the whole thing. But it's also the moment that kind of sets them up to learn something, to become a different person, to change, which is what ultimately leads us to loving these characters and loving the characters of all these stories that we love. So for our hero, Ro, we come on the heels of her mother has died, her people have been killed, the Dark One, the Dark Wraithwalkers, they have appeared to have won. Gaian is injured, Artemis is a wreck, everything is destroyed. So they've come, and then on top of that, they still have found the Evertree, and they've achieved what they set out to achieve, but the cost was so high. And so she's going to be in this place of like, what is she going to do? She can't do anything. She wants to focus on her family because now her siblings don't have any parents of any kind. And so she wants to quit it all. She wants to be done. She no longer, we're going to probably have some moments where she, casts aside her relationship with her wolf. She's going to just seclude herself and become all these things and basically just have no idea what to do. And it's going to be sad. It's going to be a sad moment. It's going to be hard to write, I think, and it's going to be a big moment. On the other hand, we're going to have Gaian, who's going to be injured, probably in some kind of coma, unable to help or respond. So it's going to be like, she's maybe sitting with him while he's trying to recover. That, classic hospital bed moment where you're just waiting for someone to wake up because you don't know what to do, and maybe they will know. And so he's going to be gravely injured. I mean, we're talking like he might not make it level of bad. And then you have Artemis, on the other hand, who's going to just not be helpful. He's going to be a wreck. He's going to be someone who's not taking care of business. He's going to be totally destroyed and become, I think I'm going to take him, Ro is going to kind of go the way of like being a lot more emotional and erratic. Whereas I'm going to take Artemis the direction of, he's going to almost become very stoic and just like nothing. Like it's like he's feeling no emotions at all. He's just going to be a complete nothing to anybody. And I think that's going to be a fun way to take him, because at this point he's been the more emotional one of him and Gaian. And so we're basically setting up this moment for when Gaian wakes up to kind of, maybe he helps figure that out. In the meantime, we're going to, the characters will be dealing with all this internal stuff, but the external stuff is like her people still need help. They're getting settled in this new place. There's new wolves and there's new politics and new things going on as they're kind of basically refugees in this place. They're going to have the Evertree to deal with, of course, which will basically not be a whole lot right now, but they're going to feel different because they're in this new magical plate. Like they're so close to the source of magic. So like it's going to be like this weird, she feels so terrible and dark, depressed, but then there's also like so much to be grateful for, but then there's also a lot to do. So it's going to be very chaotic. It's going to be a weird time for them. And then also, of course, the threat of the bad guy is not gone. So they didn't defeat anyone. They didn't win. They actually got defeated. And so there's this ever looming threat of like they're still out there. What are we going to do? And Ro's going to just be a mess about that. She's like, I can't do it. I can't be a part of it. And then there's going to be the pressures of the wolves and all these other people who have been looking up to her as kind of the person that's going to save them. And now she's like, I'm not going to save you. I'm not a part of this. So it's just going to be this really chaotic moment where we're, what do we do? It's kind of like a Helm's Deep thing where it's, you're just trying to save the people and then a bunch of crap happens and then it's like, what do we do now? So I'm really excited to write it. I'm really excited to put that together and I think it's going to be really, really cool. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'm glad you're following along. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and check out the book on Wattpad, which we are writing away at, and we'll be uploading the new stuff soon for you to watch and to read. And so we're so grateful for you watching our channel, and share it if you want. Hope you're learning something, and we'll see you next time on Writing Quest. Huzzah!